Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back, learning to be Filipino. I figure I'd bring you guys this topic, and it's one that every foreigner that's considering coming to the Philippines should really. The topic for today is a broken Filipino. A broken Filipino, what is that? We can base that on many things. And a lot of reasons could be the same reasons that the women back in your country are broken. But let's just take the main reason, and that is the men. The men. A lot of men break women down to the simplest form. A lot of men get with a woman once she spread those legs and he gets what he wants. But we know sometimes a baby comes into play. And that's when the real games begin. That's when the real breaking down of a woman begins. And sad to say, there are over 13 million single parents in the Philippines. And that goes to show you why these women date outside of their race. It's because of this reason. And I've heard many stories that the men dog the women out here. The men are drunks, they drink a lot, they spend time with their friends, they play games, they're irresponsible. I've heard it all, the list goes on. Now, for you, considering dating a Filipina, it might be amazing to you because you get the opportunity that you probably didn't have that much in your own country, being that you're 50, 55, 60. You get to be with a woman that is in her 20s, 30s, 40s. But chances are that woman is broken. Chances are she's going to be a single parent. That's just the reality, guys. You know the repercussions of dating a broken woman in your country. There are a lot of things that come with it. So you dating somebody from a foreign country that you don't know nothing about the characteristics of the women, the tendencies of the women. It can be a challenging thing. It can be a gamble. And for some men, they end up leaving, not wanting to deal with it. But for others, they don't care. They'll take the baggage along with them for the ride. They'll even bring the woman back to their country and live happily ever after. Not saying without problem, but I digress. With that being said, guys, be very, very cautious about that. Think very carefully, and I always like to shed awareness. If you see me on my TikTok channel, you can follow me on TikTok right here. I love to give inspiration to foreigners that want to live here by adapting to the culture here and doing things that the Filipinos do. And of course, defending the women because the women, they kind of get a bad rep. They kind of have a bad narrative attached to their name, and that is being a gold digger. But really, these women are out for something greater than money. I can guarantee you that. And the only person that can get fooled by a gold digger is a fool. Okay, that's just period. And you could really find a quality woman out here, broken or not. It could take a good man like you to help her pick up the pieces. A man will help her pick up her own pieces, take the baggage along with him back to his country to live the life that he wants to live with his foreign woman. So whether you're the man that wants to do that, that's your prerogative, man. I'm just here to give you some insight on what you can expect. Now, can you find a woman that's not broken in the Philippines? Most certainly. Is it more common than not? Absolutely not. It's more common for you to find a woman that isn't broken. She's educated and she's probably not looking to date outside of her race. That's more common. A woman here that is broken, she's already dealt with the heartache and pain of a man leaving her, walking out on her with a kid. Sometimes even girls that are still in their teens, 18, 19. With all of the things that you should have researched by now as far as the characteristics and the personality goes of the Filipino, then you would know that a broken woman plus the characteristics of the woman can be something that is a challenging thing to deal with. For somebody that maybe you're coming here to live a life in peace, to retire maybe. Do you want to deal with that? It could be your worst nightmare. It could be the best thing that ever happened to you. More often than not, foreigners comment on my videos and say how amazing their life is now since they had their Filipino. How healthier they feel physically and mentally. How caring the women are. Even though majority of the women that are outsourcing foreigners are broken women, they're trying to reset their relationship life. Maybe they do have trust issues and maybe they find it hard to open up their heart as it once was before they were broken. You can find women that are good, that are still broken. But those warning signs are out there. Now, can you make a wife out of a broken woman? Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, once she finds out that you aren't going to be the type of guy to break her a second time, it's like the woman flourishes. and she becomes something that you've never experienced in the history of your dating career, if you want to call it a career. It's just something to think about, guys, because when you come to analyze a situation, it is a foreign country. You are going to be traveling a hell of a long distance just to meet the girl, to get to know her family. These are all things you're gonna have to do. You're gonna be learning about different things that you might like, you might not like. And on top of that, you might deal with a woman that is a little bit insecure about herself and not secure fully with a man. So it's important that we take the time to really think about the decision to come to the Philippines to date a woman that has a previous relationship that failed in such way. Me personally, I know many of women that are amazing personalities. You can just tell the aura that they give you, that if you were to give them the opportunity, they shed light on your life and you'd experience something you never experienced before. Part of the statistics, they're part of the 13 million single mothers out there, and that's not counting the undocumented ones. Just be very mindful that if you do happen to get a woman from the Philippines that does have such relationship history, you want to be a lot more understanding than you usually are. The few qualities that the women do appreciate here, number one, is understanding. And the fact that you can accept them for who they are and treat them as if they are women, not just somebody that's going to lay down with you, have their kid, and be a housemaid. Once they find that out about you, that you can actually give them those three things, I guarantee you that you will have an amazing relationship. You will have somebody that will stick by your side. That is a guarantee. I have it myself. And remember, only a fool falls for foolish games. If you're fool enough to get scammed by somebody, then that makes you a fool. So let's just put it like that, guys. Otherwise, there are plenty of women out here to get. There are plenty of women out here to be gotten. And if you ask me what's my number one recommendation on how to get one, if you do not already have, and that is to come to the motherland, to the Philippines, and you can find one in this place, because once you step down off that plane, you're going to look around and see, whoa, all these women compared to how many guys you see. And yeah, you could do chat size too, but that's my number one recommendation, guys. So all I want to say is date safe, guys. I just wanted to come to you with this little message. I've seen a couple videos that inspired me to make this video, and a lot of guys do suffer. A lot of guys do make the wrong mistake, and then they just never look back. They leave the Philippines and then they just never give it a chance. When in fact they should have just been on the internet, on YouTube, watching some of my videos or other YouTubers, giving them insight on these kind of things. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching my videos. Hit the like button if you do like this. I do try my ultimate best. I don't consider myself a YouTuber. This is still kind of new to me. But since I do have a lot of knowledge on living in the Philippines, dating in the Philippines, I always want to bring some, I always want to shed some light on my situation and the current situation in the Philippines as a whole. Wherever you may be, I hope you're safe. God bless everybody. Subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more videos. And if you're not following me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok. I'm much more popular on TikTok than I am on YouTube. You can see my life more in depth in there, how I've adapted to the Filipino life here in the province. See you guys.